Okay, we just received some big news from Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker. I already peeped the first couple of lines of the new development letter that they just released, and I'm actually very excited. Let's go in there and check it out together. Greetings to all you ninja out there. This is the Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker development team. We are proud to announce that Shinobi Striker is nearing its 7th anniversary, and it's all thanks to your love and support. We couldn't be more grateful. So in our 10th developers letter, we'll be sharing details about the newest character joining the fray, Kakuzu, along with information on the 7th anniversary campaigns. As mentioned before, Shinobi Striker will be celebrating its 7th anniversary on August 30th. To celebrate this milestone, we'll be running a login bonus campaign where users can get up to 50 esoteric scrolls just by logging in, weekly battle events, and various other campaigns. Further details on the campaign will be posted tomorrow, so look forward to it. Plus, we'll also be adding a brand new reward system, Battle Road. Battle every day and receive esoteric scrolls and special titles as token of appreciation from the Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker development team. You can earn points by participating in online battles such as quick matches, the Ninja World League, and survival exercise. Keep in mind that there is a limit to how many points you can earn in a single day. Earning a certain amount of points causes your level to go up, and you'll be able to collect scrolls, titles, and more each time you level up. The levels and rewards will be reset after a set period of time. Now, right off the bat, 50 esoteric scrolls just for logging in is actually insane. And that whole Battle Road thing seems to basically just be a free battle pass. I mean, I don't see anyone talking about a price tag here, so that's great. That's just again another completely free-to-play option to receive more rewards just by playing the game. I think you could maybe criticize that there's a cap on how many points you can earn in a single day, but I actually think that that's a good thing in a way, because it will probably motivate people to keep playing the game for a prolonged period of time, and not just no-life it for one weekend, have their event rewards together, and then just wait the next 2 weeks for a new weapon to drop. It will probably make the game feel less dry in between major updates and maybe even help with matchmaking a bit. But we also still don't know anything when it comes to the exact economy behind this new reward system. So depending on how good the rewards are and how much time you have to put into them to get them, some people may just not be able to log in on enough days to get their battle pass completed and get screwed over completely by the daily cap. In the end, we'll just have to see, but so far that sounds absolutely great. I mean, they have already increased the rewards back then. We now have 1 featured lineup, 4 type-specific shops, 1 animal lineup, the exchange shop as an extra free-to-play option to get exactly the items you want without having to gamble for it or spending a single cent, now a free battle pass, and that alongside login bonuses, weekly rewards, event campaigns, and the occasional esoteric scrolls you can get as a random reward after a match. I feel like if you actually do play the game consistently, have a bit of patience and prioritize well, you should be able to get most of the items you want usually. The monetization of this game definitely has come a long way over these last years. And because of things like dApps and the fact that this time around the English version of the page is actually working properly again too, and they actually keep showing time and time again that they do listen to people's feedback and try their best to improve the game and come up with new innovations for it, I actually believe them when they say thank you and say that they are grateful and appreciate our support. I actually kind of buy it, you know? So if the dev team is seeing this, just know it is seen and it is appreciated. And between all the criticism they got in these 7 years as well, I also want to thank them from the bottom of my heart for providing us with what I count to one of my favorite anime games of all time. Keep it up, guys. I think we are kind of on the right track right now. It's obviously still not perfect. Getting more rewards for playing and having a much wider selection of items you can pull for at all times is great, but I also think buying Moonlight Scrolls should just be more attractive. Because in the end, selling those is what will pay their bills and keep the game running. And by that I don't mean lower the rewards or drop chances, god no, but maybe give people a better offer. I mean, there is no way that one of many SS Plus weapons with its 1% drop chance statistically costs around $50 in Moonlight Scrolls on average, and if I'm unlucky, I spend $200 and don't even get what I wanted. Maybe just let people select one of the items from the lineup, and every time you pulled X amount of Moonlight Scrolls without getting the desired item, its drop chance slightly increases. Or like a hard cap, every 200 Moonlight Scrolls you spend, you get a ticket to pick whatever item from the lineup you want. Maybe even sell item bundles on the stores. I think a lot of the people that wouldn't buy Moonlight Scrolls would probably buy those bundles if it includes an item they really want to have and if it's not too overpriced. And these item bundles could also be limited time offers that rotate in and out of the store as well. What do you guys think about all of that? Let me know in the comments. In honor of the implementation of the Battle Road system, Celebratory Outfit Aqua Horizon will be included in the very first reward lineup. Make sure to take on the Ninja World League to get it. So that's going to be this one right here. We obviously don't know yet if it has any special stats, but it looks kind of cool, I guess. Then we also get to see the official art for the 7th anniversary, and it may actually already tease some upcoming SS Plus weapons. You can see the attack type is holding a Minato Flying Raijin kind of kunai, but it has somewhat of a unique design to it, with that chain, the Hokage cloak thing, and also link mode markings in a way. So it's probably going to resemble Edo Minato's fighting style specifically, which, to be honest, I don't know if we really needed that. We already have the Kurama Claw on the same role type. But in the end, I'm not going to complain. If they don't mess it up, this may actually become one of the fan favorites in this game. The heal type is also holding a Ghost Flames kind of katana, which is just the pinnacle of coolness if you're asking me. The Shaman King builds are going to go absolutely crazy. And you can also see a new outfit plus accessory already on them too. Okay, let's have a look at the new DLC character now. Kakuzu joins the battle. Kakuzu is an offensive heal type who excels on the front line and specializes in close quarter fights thanks to the use of his healing ninjutsu, his fission beings that can fight independently, and his ability to revive even after being defeated. Yep, you heard that right. The fission beings that can fight independently. Oh my god. I guess the fission beings are probably going to be his hearts, you know, these black elemental thingies with the masks that come out of his back. You exactly know what I mean. You watch the show, what am I even talking about? But yeah, that's actually crazy. I always wanted something like that. Something that you can just summon and is going to fight on their own. That's crazy. That's so cool. Yeah, okay, let's have a look at these abilities, man. I gotta see this. Ninjutsu 1. Fire Style, Wind Style, Rare Folly. This is a ground targeting ninjutsu that deals damage via the fission being spawned from Earth Grudge. Using this ninjutsu summons a fission being that attacks using Fire Style, and additional input brings forth a fission being that attacks using Wind Style. The fission beings automatically attack nearby enemies and disappear after a certain amount of time passes, or they take a certain amount of damage. Plus, if you summon two fission beings close to one another, you can even make them combine and unleash a blazing inferno, just like in the original series. Use the combined fission being and take advantage of its high health and damage to protect your base and stop enemies in their tracks, or summon it from a safe distance to maximize damage output. Make use of this adaptable ninjutsu to best serve your current situation. Keep in mind that the fission beings will disappear after taking damage, and enemies can guard against their attacks. Work together with your fission beings to turn the tides of battle in your favor. You not only have a turret that you can place down as an obstruction, that you can use for cover, that will automatically attack enemies, interrupt enemies beating on you, helps you protect the objective or apply offensive pressure, get assists in the pits, that can be used for combos in creative ways, because obviously you can just act freely while it keeps shooting enemies, so that's great. You can probably get really fancy with this one depending on the actual hit stun and combo counter value on these attacks, but then you can also place down the second turret with a different attack. And I mean, we still don't know if these attacks maybe have any debuffs or special properties to them, or how big the difference between the fire style and the wind style attack is going to be. Apparently they can be blocked, but then they also can merge into a bigger one and unleash some badass fire and wind style combination jutsu, just like in the anime. And I think that is just absolutely insane. I always was a fan of these kind of combination jutsus. Also, when Kakashi was explaining the chakra natures and all of that to Naruto in the anime, when he also mentioned that you can use wind style to enhance fire style jutsus and all of that, or the freaking Anbu Ops easy bake oven thing, like, oh my god, this is peak jutsu design, man. Maybe not as cool as I initially thought, apparently, because at first it sounded like these beings can just walk around freely while fighting enemies, but they seem to literally just be a turret like the C2 dragon or the toad summoning. It still is 3 summonings in one jutsu basically. It's gonna work nicely with the outfit perks that trigger when allied units get knocked out, and we didn't have a summoning like that yet on the heal class that will actively attack enemies, so I definitely like this one. It's gonna be fun. Just imagine the absolute chaos on the battlefield with 2 of these turrets around, the other summonings on top, tornadoes and bubbles flying around everywhere. It's gonna be crazy. Ninjutsu 2 Earth Grudge Stitch. This is a recovery ninjutsu that makes use of Earth Grudge's tentacles to sew up wounds. Using this ninjutsu heals all allies in the area Plus, when you hit with a normal attack, it will gain a healing effect if it knocks the enemy out. In addition, if you are knocked out while this ninjutsu is active, you will enter a preservation state in which you regain all of your health before it rapidly starts depleting. This state will be removed by knocking out an enemy. This recovery ninjutsu is characterized by its ability to heal while dealing close-range attacks and the preservation effect that activates after getting knocked out. The recovery amount immediately applied by unleashing the ninjutsu is rather subdued compared to other recovery ninjutsu, but you can heal even further by landing close-range attacks on foes. Plus, you can also recover health during the preservation state, allowing you to remain on the front line of the battle. Looking at it another way, your HP recovery will be hampered if you're unable to stay on the front lines, so make sure you know when to activate this ninjutsu. So you activate the jutsu to get a little heal out. You will heal more if you beat on enemies, or get kills, or both. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. And if you were to die while it's active, it revives you, and then you have a certain amount of time to get a kill. And if you don't, your health will be drained again, right? So this is definitely going to reward an active and aggressive playstyle. I think this is exactly what people wanted for healers. I mean, theoretically, you could just throw down a slug, activate this thing, and just go and fight while being able to sustain a full team. And it's not even the end of the world if you were to die. You still have a chance to redeem yourself. I'm not sure if you guys know how broken revives can be in these kind of games. Imagine just having a fifth health bar, like a fifth teammate in the back pocket, you know? And depending on how it works, you can maybe just use this one reactively on an enemy secret technique to survive it, and then maybe even bring back the whole team with something like a rebirth, for example. I wonder if it still counts for the scoreboard in combat though. Interesting. Secret technique. Earth Grudge Final Shot. This secret technique allows the user to unite with their fission beings, to charge into enemies, launch them in the air, and follow up with a powerful ranged attack. After using the secret technique, the user's normal attacks will be replaced with tentacle-based attacks for a period of time. This is a simple yet powerful secret technique that implements a charge attack. While the natural inclination is to surprise nearby enemies with this attack, we also recommend comboing off of other secret techniques that restrict enemy movement. Plus, this secret technique allows the user to use Earthgrudge's tentacles for powerful combos. The normal attack is changed to a mid-range attack where the tentacle is fired out of the user's hand, whereas strong attacks are changed to an area of effect attack with tentacles striking out at nearby foes. While in a combo, the user gains super armor, allowing you to attack aggressively just like a defense type. Yeah, okay, so this DLC basically combines all the classes just into one, yeah? You have healing, you have super armor, you have immortality, you have ranged attacks, you have melee shit, like, oh my god. And you're also gonna get the Kakuzu's monstrous arms weapon from his DLC rewards. We still don't really know which class this is gonna be for, because if you remember the Enro staff, for example, that was a defense weapon that came in an attack type DLC. So this could still be anything. Okay, let's have a look at the new summoned animal. Ninja Tortoises join the battle as new summoned animals. After summoning a Ninja Tortoise, you can jump on them and move through the air. While moving, you will be immune to knockback from most attacks, and enemies who make contact with you will take damage. When you want to cancel the jutsu or dismount, you can press the jump button to use the tortoise as a launch pad and jump extra high. Additionally, the attack type Ninja Tortoise unleashes an attack that leaves behind a pool of lava once it makes contact with the ground. The Ninja Tool type Ninja Tortoise unleashes a charge attack at a target, and the recovery type Ninja Tortoise also heals allies in the surrounding area. So that's crazy. That thing is a super armored flying summoned animal, which is cool. It looks a bit silly to fly around on a tortoise, not gonna lie, but mechanically it's pretty cool with the launch pad and everything. You can heal allies with it. That is huge. The supplier one seems to work kind of like the birds, where you just launch it at an enemy. And then you have the attacker one with the lava puddle. And I wonder what that one's gonna do. Is it gonna be like the lava style jutsu maybe, where it slows or burns enemies? I don't know, man, but super armored flyers are definitely crazy. And I think it's a direct upgrade compared to the birds. I mean, they could still be like a lot slower or have like shorter duration or whatever. We still have to see, but from how it sounds like, they're just a better version of the birds, right? Thanks to the immunity to knockback from most attacks, aka fucking super armor. Oh my god, just call it super armor. What the fuck? Yeah, anyways, thanks to the immunity to knockback from most attacks and extra high jump abilities that you gain while airborne, this summoned animal excels at getting you out of a tough predicament. Well, kind of. I mean, do you also have the super armor during the summoning animation? I don't think so. Like, maybe we're gonna see it, but I kind of doubt it. Anyways, this summoned animal excels at getting you out of a tough predicament even more than the others. In exchange for this, their airborne movement speed lags behind the other summons, and their attacks focus more on striking enemies directly beneath them, making them a bit trickier to use. If you're trying to make quick escapes out of sticky situations and look forward to mastering the nuances of a unique summoned animal, then look no further. Hey yo, they watched the Zeno Martinez video on the snake summoning, huh? Well, this sounds great to be honest. Looks goofy as hell, but flying around with super armor. Superman as Ninja Turtle, oh my god. Yeah, but it also means we now have a generic healing move for all classes, right? Like, 4 of those, and who knows if we even need a healer on the team anymore. Like previous summoned animals, there are 3 kinds of Ninja Tortoises with different effects. How about giving a chance to a companion who's cool as a cucumber? Yep, they actually said that. Can we just talk about the fact that this freaking Superman cucumber hybrid tortoise has absolutely no business looking so badass? Like, oh my god, that's really gonna be the coldest Beyblade I have ever seen. Hey, yo, that's gonna be the title, yeah? What do cucumbers, Beyblades, tortoises, and Superman have in common? Oh my god. Yeah, it's still work in progress, you know? Okay, the new SS Plus weapons now. Healing type weapon Enchanted Sword Ghost. This is the weapon wielded by the female avatar in the 7th anniversary key visual. Use strong attack to don a mask and enter a unique enhanced state. Oh my god, to don a mask. Nobody dons a mask. We're in 2025, bro. Like, nobody dons a mask. They just put it on. Oh my god. Nobody talks like that. While in this state, you lose a set amount of health and your defense will be reduced. But in exchange, your attack will increase. You'll be able to inflict harmful effects on your foes with a special combo, and you'll be able to stock buffs onto yourself. If you're able to complete the combo to the final sword sheathing attack while stocked with buffs, you'll create a healing area to recover the health of nearby allies. Show off your prowess with this highly technical weapon. What the fuck? We have a weapon that can heal your allies. Oh my god. What is up with these SS Plus weapons nowadays? That's crazy. It sounds absolutely crazy. Those are probably the craziest effects on any weapon in the game, though. Like, look at this. His body literally left his soul. Like, look at these animations. His body literally left his soul. Oh my god. Yeah, but I guess that's kind of the counterpart to the Demon Raw attack weapon. Like, with the mask and everything and the buffs and shit. I'm just wondering if we're maybe gonna get, like, a range and a defense version too at some point. That would be cool. Attack type weapon Slash Blade Yellow Flash. This is the weapon carried by the male avatar in the 7th anniversary key visual. This brand new SS Plus weapon is inspired by the kunai used by the 4th Hokage. With it, you'll be able to faithfully mimic not only the Flying Raijin Jutsu and Rasengan, but even the incredible quickness that earned him the title Yellow Flash of the Leaf. Use strong attack to unleash the Flying Raijin Jutsu and get a taste of true high-speed movement. Okay, Flying Raijin as a heavy attack goes kinda hard, I'm not gonna lie. But how does it work though? Do you mark them and then can teleport to them? Do you throw a kunai and teleport in? Do you place it somewhere, like with the jutsu? Like, what exactly will it do? The moveset seems to be heavily inspired by the Edo Minato cast character, but it's also clearly not the same. Celebratory outfit Fiery Sky. This is a special outfit to celebrate the 7th anniversary of the Ninja Worldly. So it's basically the counterpart to the other one. The black undertone of this outfit is accented by golden trims and further enhanced by the golden flames of the overcoat. It carries effects that decrease your secret technique and ninjutsu cooldown times and increases your max health along with the amount of health you can recover. We recommend equipping this outfit to a heal type that fights on the front line, due to its ability to maximize ninjutsu output and enhance recovery effects. Of course, this outfit also works with any other type you may want to equip it to as well. That outfit is obviously intended to go well with the new Kakuzu healing jutsu, but it's also just a nice combination of perks in general that I think we did not have yet in that exact combination, so definitely make sure to grab this one. Defense type weapon Darui's Longsword. This new weapon is inspired by the man known as the right hand of the 4th Raikage, aka his girlfriend, and later on as the 5th Raikage himself. This weapon not only allows you to mimic Darui's powerful lightning style and water style jutsu, but also his Kekkei Genkai that allows you to combine the two into his Gale style jutsu. While you'll be able to fire off rapid Gale style attacks in succession, it does have a long range, allowing you to interfere with the battle from a distance. Oh my god, this is so dope! This is everything I ever wanted in life. I've been waiting for this weapon to drop for years, man. I'm about to cry. Laser circuit. Damn, we even have the Black Panther jutsu. Wakanda forever, bro. Lightning style, Black Air Force energy. Now just shut up and take my money at this point. I swear to god, if this thing drops and the charge attack sucks, I'm gonna be so mad y'all don't even know it, man. And just quit the game instantly. Like, just leave the village, scratch the headband, I'm done with y'all. Like, think about it. We don't see a charge attack. And if the Black Panther is gonna be the heavy attack, then you also don't have the super armored melee like that. So if the charge attack sucks, this thing is just gonna end up like the sword set Whirlwind did. What? You've never heard about this weapon or seen anyone run it? Yeah, guess why? Attack type weapon Scientific Ninja Tool Ashura. This is a weapon in the form of arms that you can use in battle after infusing chakra into the gadget on the arm. During your combo, you can rapidly strike with multiple arms and form signs to unleash Rasengan or Fire style jutsu, allowing for a truly unique fighting style. Try it out for yourself and overwhelm your enemies with all your attack possibilities. Okay, so we just got done with the Black Panther and now I'm looking at Iron Man or what? Where are the other Avengers? Rogers, are you there? Hello? What's Scarlett Johansson doing in my house? Is this Naruto rivaled now? Naruto 2 Avengers Marvel Strikers or what? Did I miss something? My shit is so future and it called me computer. Like, what is that? Oh my god. Mecha Naruto Iron Man ass looking weapon, oh my god. I mean, the weapon looks cool, I guess, like, gameplay wise. I don't think anyone asked for it, but I don't mind walking around like Tony Stark, you know? But next time, maybe a little bit less of that high-tech dope shit and more of that ninja vibe, you know? I mean, it has Rasengans, but come on, bro. Find a single person in the comments who actually appreciates all that scientific ninja bullshit aesthetic. Why do you guys keep doing this when 95% of your community absolutely hate that shit? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, Boruto, I guess, but don't tell me this was actually in there. You're just making shit up anyways. So when we already have so many scientific ninja tools, bro, every second weapon is straight out of Cyberpunk, yeah? Why do we have to bring my boy Tony into this, yeah? Why does it have to look like Iron Man when instead you could have just given the chakra Buddha hands that Shiriko uses in the anime? Everyone out there wants that anyways. Or, I don't know, if the weapon is called Ashura and has Rasengans, why not just make the hands out of wood and make it an actual Ashura weapon? Why? Ninja Tool Uchiha Shuriken Jutsu Lightning Tri-Shot. Why does that sound like Minato named it? Anyways, a unique Uchiha clan shuriken imbued with lightning style before being thrown arrives as a ninja tool. This ninja tool can be equipped by all types and 3 shuriken are thrown at the same time to deal damage. When a shuriken hits an enemy, that enemy's movement speed is decreased, and they are restrained if all 3 of them hit. Of course, you can throw out all 3 at once to try and catch out your foe, but when you throw out the shuriken, you'll also be able to move quickly into the direction you threw them, allowing you to quickly close the gap between yourself and the foe, or make a quick escape. In short, this ninja tool excels in creating or closing space as well. So, if I understood that correctly, it apparently has 3 charges, and there's kind of a weird mix between the Thunderous Needles, the Sand Shuriken, and then some movement to it, which sounds kind of weird, but I guess it's a cool ninja tool. I guess that could be pretty useful, actually, with the stun, the movement, the evasion, you know? Then you have 3 of them, so like kind of a shotgun kind of thing. That's why I'm kind of comparing it to the Sand Shuriken as well, because of the spread. Yeah, I think I actually kind of like this one. It really depends. Wait, we'll have to test it. Okay, trigger warning. We're getting into the balance changes. Thank you very much to all those who took the time to answer our Shinobi Striker survey the other day. From the survey results, we saw that there was a lot of interest geared towards improving or reworking past ninjutsu and secret technique ninjutsu. In response to the survey results, that's going to be great, we'll be going over the following 3 topics. Secret technique ninjutsu reworks, that's good. Heavenly hand power and trap type ninjutsu ninja tool adjustments, and buffing past ninjutsu along with power balance adjustments. This explanation is a little long, but please bear with us. Secret technique ninjutsu reworks. Once again, we'd like to thank you for all your responses to our previous Shinobi Striker survey. Waste our time like that, you just said that. When looking through the responses, we noticed a lot of players had requested balance adjustments in the form of buffing or reworking past ninjutsu and secret technique ninjutsu. For this update, we decided to focus on reworking particle-style atomic dismantling jutsu, as many users had specifically requested it, and it was one of the secret techniques that had seen the least amount of action lately. We've identified that the issues with particle-style atomic dismantling jutsu stemmed from its low accuracy and the lack of commensurate satisfaction or reward for actually landing a hit on your foe. To remedy this, we'd adjusted it so that it fires a large boulder that restrains enemies upon use and increased the explosion radius upon contact with an enemy. With these changes, we've increased the reward incentive for unleashing this jutsu and made it a more powerful secret technique for healing types. Okay, so that jutsu definitely needed a buff or rework of some sort. I'm a little bit confused what they mean with like firing a large boulder. I don't know if they're just talking about the cube itself. Yeah, bigger explosion radius. That's pretty cool. Easier to land, probably. I think the main issue was actually that the payoff is just, if you are doing it right, you're getting like one kill somewhat consistently with setup, or if you really have a good eye for it, or like on an unaware target or something. And for that outcome, it's really just not worth the charge rate. I mean, you have things with way lower charge rate that do a lot more and also do that a lot more consistently because of that charge rate. And it's just never really worth it unless you really want to run it anyways. I'm not entirely sure if I got everything just from reading this. I don't know, might just be my English skills or something, but it was a little bit confusing to me, to be honest. But what I would have done with it is just making it charge faster, reduce the activation speed as well, and then make it hit easier by either adjusting the speed, size, or tracking. In addition to that, we've also reworked Heaven Concealed in this update, which was lacking its own distinct flavor. We've adjusted it so that it now drops a second meteorite after activation. Its attack performance remains the same, allowing users to experience the thrill of saying, "What are you going to do about the second one?" before unleashing a powerful attack that can't be defended against, just like that famous scene from the original work. We'll be working proactively on making more adjustments from here on, so look forward to future updates. Wait, so that's it for the secret techniques, or what? I don't know, I kind of expected a little bit more, to be honest, but okay, I guess. Heavenly Hand Power and Trap-type Ninjutsu / Ninja Tool adjustments. In this update, we've decreased the cooldown time of Heavenly Hand Power and made it so that Trap-type Ninjutsu and Ninja Tools that couldn't be guarded against now can be. Our intention behind this update is to provide the players with countermeasures so they can defend against Heavenly Hand Power and Trap-type Ninjutsu / Ninja Tool combos. Builds that paired ninja tools such as Paralysis Seal or Trap-type techniques together with Heavenly Hand Power required a bit of setup, but resulted in overwhelming combos that left the enemy unable to evade and led to easy knockouts. The fact that these combos were unavoidable and had little counterplay made this a pain point for those on the receiving end. With this adjustment, Trap-type Ninjutsu / Ninja Tools can now be guarded against, so the defender has time to guard when they see the wind-up animation for Heavenly Hand Power and defend against the worst of it, while possibly even throwing in a counterattack. To mitigate this loss of power, we balanced Heavenly Hand Power by lowering its ninjutsu cooldown time. Since these are pretty big changes, we will continue to observe the battle data and make further adjustments as they are needed. Okay, this part was hard to read for several reasons, but let's just go over it. Reducing the cooldown of Heavenly Hand Power. I don't think this is a particularly good idea. Why? Very simple. It already acted as a second or even third 18-second cooldown sub that, if timed right, can be used to go directly into a counterattack combo. It also provides crowd control displacement, some of the best setup in the game, and can hit 4 people. Now you're gonna decrease its cooldown even further, and people are literally gonna sit there with Black Crane bottom, top skill changed so they have their ninja tool, and then run Heavenly Hand Power, Flash Medicine, and Angelic Advent, and have like a 6-second cooldown, counter-attacking sub, infinite heals, and a lot of mobility. Not to mention that there are also still accessory perks like Unbending Will or Last Stand that will also drastically reduce your cooldown every time you get low. So when you get low, you can just sub out and heal back up anyways. Yeah, go have fun with them in survival exercise for a couple of games, please. And also, here's what's gonna happen when you nerf the interaction between Heavenly Hand Power and Fate tags. People are just gonna use Flame Lightning instead. That's already stronger anyways, because it's pretty much the same thing, but the Flame Lightning damage on top, the burn and the defense drop, yeah, technically you can block during Flame Lightning, but 99% of people out there don't know how to do it, and I also don't know myself how consistent that really is a lot of times, so that the attacks can be blocked now probably doesn't even help here at all. It doesn't have super armor, so it's like a little easier to interrupt, but still, the only reason why people don't use it over Heavenly Hand Power to pull them into the attacks is just that they don't know how to do it, because you gotta do like a minor adjustment. Especially if you are the lobby host, then it's a lot harder, but you can still do it with a bigger adjustment. You're also just gonna have overall less counterplay against super armor too, but what really kind of triggers me is them saying the fact that it is unavoidable and has so little counterplay. Like, no, that's not a fact at all. It's a straight up lie. It is definitely not unavoidable. We literally had that whole conversation 2 days ago on Discord, where a new player was asking for tips on how to deal with these swap builds because he was pissed off and felt like there's just nothing he could do against it. And we gave him multiple ways how he can easily deal with that bullshit. He went into a match and 10 minutes later we get a message, "Oh yeah, thank you. It actually worked. Problem solved." Oh my god, you can't make that shit up. Unavoidable, bruh. Just L2 dash when you see them do the animation. It's so easy to dodge, especially if you are keeping track of its cooldown a bit. You can also see him place the tags too. It's not really hard to anticipate if you have like 3.5 brain cells left. You can also just destroy the tags instantly with any projectile. Like, you see them place the tags, you throw a kunai and good is. Or you just stay close to them, keep applying pressure, and don't even give them the chance to place any tags in the first place. Like, yeah, it's a super cheesy and annoying playstyle. Yes, it's hella strong, but to say it would be unavoidable or anything, when you can literally just easily dodge it, or just throw a kunai, or even just breaking line of sight, is just insane. Even something like Mudwall counters this thing. A literal pile of dirt beats this thing. And then that whole change of making the tags blockable, like, I don't even think about if that's a good or a bad change right now, because the whole reasoning behind it is so stupid. They make them blockable so people can block when they see the animation. Guess what? Instead of blocking, you could have just dodged anyways at the same freaking time. You press the same button. The only difference is that you also flick the stick as well. It doesn't make any sense. It literally changes nothing. Do you guys even play this game? The problem is not the jutsu having no counterplay or anything. The problem is the majority of the player base just being utterly bad at the game. And this is not like some secret tech or anything. That is pretty standard stuff that has been well known for years. It's literally just people being frustrated, not because they would have no counterplay, but because they are bad at the game and don't know how to counter these things. As hard as it sounds, but it's literally a skill issue. Or a knowledge gap, however you want to put it. But if you are able to block when the swap is happening, why would you not be able to just dash instead? As I said, it's literally the same button at the same time, you just also flick the stick. Wow. And I damn well know there are going to be people sitting there being like, "Oh yeah, you're just mad because you can't cheese it with Heavenly Hand Power into fake tags anymore now and actually have to play the game." Bro, it's not even about me. It's not like I'm going around swapping people into fake tags the whole time, okay? I legit just play the exact build that I want to record something with right now, and then the next one. When I got all the clips I wanted, I just move on to the next thing. I don't care for the game mode, if we have a healer or not, for the points or whatever. I'm just blindly gonna try and get my clips anyways. I'm just a cameraman, okay? It's not even about me, that's not the thing. Like, nerf the tags, nerf the swap builds, nobody cares. It's that the way they were trying to achieve that goal doesn't make any sense and doesn't even really solve the problem anyways, but potentially may even create new problems. And I'm just triggered when I hear stuff like that. Like, "Oh yeah, it is unavoidable." Like, no, complete bullshit, straight up lying out here. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's not about if something is actually a balancing issue. It's about people having fun. If most of your people are frustrated by it and it makes it less fun for them, okay, you probably want to see if you can do something for them in that regard. But at the same time, that frustrating experience that people have a lot of times is not because of a certain jutsu or move being unbeatable or anything. They are frustrated because of their own mistakes, not dodging or blocking something they could have, not making the right reads, having bad awareness, not even knowing what the right response would be in a specific situation. Instead of being self-accountable and acknowledging your mistakes and learning from them to get better, People just like to complain and blame things around them that are not in their control and play the victim because, you know, if they can't win against everybody without even the slightest bit of training, then obviously that's the game's fault and not on them, you know, because they are just perfect and are the best at everything. Yeah. Anyways, that's just my opinion on it. We're gonna see how things turn out in the end. Nothing against the devs or anyone in the community, really. Y'all just trying to help. It's definitely some tough love, but at the same time, I also feel like I needed to make that clear. A big change was made to the ninjutsu. Okay, I'm not even gonna read that, but it's the Hashirama ultimate. We tripled its number of attacks and increased the tempo of the strikes, making it easier to use as a search-type secret technique by attacking specific locations. I don't necessarily understand what they mean with search-type secret technique, but tripling the number of attacks and increasing the tempo of the strikes actually sounds crazy. I mean, it was already pretty broken in Barrier Battle, so let's just see if we can maybe see it outside of Barrier Battle a little more now. We also made improvements to Barrier and Tailbreaker, which was difficult to use in close-range combo situations, Lava-style Dissolving Jutsu, which had some difficulties as a ranged ninjutsu, and Hidden Jutsu Daikokuten, which had a lower damage output and number of hits than desired, as well as other slight improvements to a wide range of ninjutsu to put them in a better spot than they were in before. Conversely, we made some adjustments to rein in the power on Rasengan Connection, Fire-style Dragon Flame Jutsu, Six Path Chakra Rebirth, and other ninjutsu that stood out for being a little too strong. I mean, reasonable. That's good news, I guess. In regards to Kurama Link Mode, Curse Mark Second State, and other form change secret techniques that confer long-term beneficial effects, we felt that their influence on battles was a little too strong, so we reined in the damage dealt by their additional input attacks. Also, we added an effect to 8 Trigrams 128 Palms that disables the use of substitutions on hit, increased the defense radius of Sand Shield, greatly decreased the cooldown time of Magnet Style Gold Dust Great Burial, and made various other adjustments. You'll be able to read about these adjustments in the in-game patch notes. For the most part, all these other changes seem pretty reasonable, pretty good stuff, but one thing that slightly worries me is greatly decreasing the cooldown time of Magnet Style Gold Dust Great Burial. Because if you think about it, that jutsu already does damage on summon, then when it pushes the enemy, it deals a lot of damage. It has a lot of utility too, has counterplay to a lot of stuff too, provides crowd control because it pushes people for a good while. It can also pitfall over ledges, and it already had only like an 11-second cooldown. And as I said, you deal damage on summon, you deal a lot of damage while pushing them, and then at the end of it, when the wall collapses, you have another damage instance. So that thing deals a fuck ton of damage already, and was already sitting on like, what, an 11-second cooldown. Like, what are you going to reduce that to? I feel like this is one of these jutsus where they're just going off of usage rates. It's not really a particularly popular jutsu. It has to be used in the right way to really get that value, but it holds a whole lot of value. And now greatly decreasing the cooldown time of it, yeah, people may start to use it more, but then at the same time, people that were already using it to great effect, this could potentially be dangerous, okay? Like, with how far you can already press cooldowns, like, you can probably literally, with the right build, just spam this thing every 3 seconds. Yeah, stack the Seven Tails ultimate on top, and there you go. Game optimization. In the previous developers letter, we spoke about our plans of further optimizing the game. We are continuously striving towards optimizing the game, and in this update, we have managed to optimize how data is loaded at the start of battle. We have confirmed decreasing loading times and increased stability in the game. Yeah, honestly, I don't know about that one. They say that, but they also do say that a lot, and every time I'm like, hey, cool, that's nice, but when the update dropped, there's some new bug introduced, and shit is more broken than before, it feels like. Well, let's give them the benefit of the doubt for now. We're gonna see what happens when the update drops. What they said about Heavenly Hand Power kind of triggered me a little, but overall, great update, great direction we are going. I'm definitely more than happy with this one. Keep in mind that by the time I finished editing this video, the update is probably already live, and there may be things that I just didn't know by the time of recording this video, okay? I'm still on Wednesday right now, yeah? Also, let me know your thoughts on all of it in the comments. Do you agree with me? Is there anything you want to add or that you would want the developers to know? Maybe you're also just thinking to yourself, damn, this Boba guy is really just an arrogant little fuck that doesn't know what he's talking about. And I obviously want to hear all about that. So yeah, feel free to leave your thoughts down below. Thank you guys for sticking around for so long. Peace out, and never forget, if it has a health bar, it has to die.